What's up, everyone? It is John here. First, Fast Chairs Racing in the here at Homestead Miami Road Course. 45 minutes. Grid. Andrew's on the pole. Second, Mitchell third. Out in fourth, Brian in fifth. Top five. Ready to race here at Homestead. In 45 minutes here. Going. I'm racing. Gonna pop up once we get going here. There, green flag. So many buttons to push. As Andrew did not get a good start. There, he falls back to third. They will fall get to the lead. Mitchell into second. Come to the hairpin. Right now, Mitchell's still in second as Andrew has gotten back up to third. Why there's a hazy fog over Mitchell's car? Could just be the lighting because it's a night race. Hopefully, with this new update next year or sometime, we'll fix all that. It goes into the grass a little bit. Andrew trying to get back up to the lead after not getting a good launch. Again, remember, these are front wheel drive cars, so not easy to get going or to turn. Kyle in fourth. Also got Brian here in fifth. Right now, not quite getting. There's kind of single file right now. It is hard to pass here. No, it's not. I don't say it's not hard to pass. It's just these cars are a handful on trying to make up time. As Mitchell looks like he's actually trying to battle for the lead right there. And also, Andrew has caught up to these guys. Here comes Mitchell. Looking to the right side. There's a fake him going into, looks like, I believe that's turn 4. 4 or 5, or 5 and 6, I don't know. As they come to the hairpin. I know that turn. That very well. down the back straightaway here at Homestead, trying to get a good launch. These cars don't have a big draft effect to them. Once you get close, like really close, there's a significant draft, but you have to get closer. So right now, as Mitchell hits that tire, and it looks like he's broke the car. It is very easy to hit that. I call them tire barriers, but they're so small. They look like tire barriers, but and yeah, he's struggling now. So it looks like he's broke his car, and off the pace he goes. Now falling back to fourth, and could lose more. He might have to come in and get that repaired, as he keeps falling back. As Brian now looks to the right side, and it shoots an inside and gets that spot. Mitchell goes wide there. Next car to pass is Jonathan. As Dig is still in the lead. Andrew now in second. Out in third. Looks like seems to be okay, but nope, here he comes in. Pit road must have enough damage that where he's going to need to fix it. They come down the pit road, and we have unlimited fast repair, so could just take a fast repair. Comes down pit road as gap between Dig and Andrew has taken a under a oh, now it's up a little bit now. Looks like and he's disappeared. Looks like he's done for the night. There we go. Dig is still in the lead. Gap was down to under half a second, but now it's up to 7/10 of a second. Yeah, so right there, you still see those little tire barriers there. To tell you the truth, I don't know why iRacing has them there. I don't know in real life they had those there because people cut the course. To tell you the truth, in iRacing, like, just give us a slowdown or something. Or a 1X, right? Just hurt us that way. Don't ruin our race because you don't want us to somewhat cut off that course. Turn there, corner. It just makes no sense. So maybe sometime down the road they can update that and just take that out. Right? And just put a on off track there. Something. Whatever. Just to, I mean, I think if you do go on the other side, it's an off track anyways. Or slow down. So just take it out. Don't ruin our race because of it. Gap is down. Franken's down to. Whoa, Andrew throws it into that hairpin. Right to bumper of Dig, and actually Kyle's starting to catch up to these guys as well. Three-way battle. Close to a three-way battle. And Mitchell is out of the race. So we got 8 cars left in this race as Andrew looks to the right side. Can't do anything there. Through the little chicane part here. Coming onto the front straightaway. Trying to find a way to get past Dig here. Andrew's falling off just a little bit. We're on board. Where he's struggling at the most. This section here is so fast, and if you just make one mistake, you're right into the grass you go. Like Dig is able to get a little more drive off compared to Andrew here. So last lap Dig was faster by about half a second. So Jonathan runs a 28.81, like the fastest one out there, or at least, well, it wasn't the fastest one out there, but fastest that he's ran in the session. So right now the gap's still about half a second. As Andrew goes wide there. Into the hairpin. As I see Brian go by as well. Who's Jonathan, and that is Alex as well. Andrew right on the bumper now, going into the last few turns. He's going to look maybe to the right side there, can't do it. Try to set him up off this corner to get a run down into turn number 1. Right now, Andrew's still faster. Actually, this time Andrew is faster now by almost a half a second that time around. And goes back and forth. Andrew looks to the left side. Now crossing over back to the right. And find a run off one of these turns to get side by side. It goes wide a little bit into the grass. Somehow, some way, still holding him off. Andrew kind of fades to the right, trying to apply some games here. Can't do it. Do the hairpin. It's probably the best passing zone here. You don't really necessarily have to pass them in the hairpin. If you can just keep side by side, then they're gonna almost have to let you go through here, or you'll both be in the grass. So if he could do it again, it's, oh man, both of them go wide. Even Kyle goes wide. Time around, Dig was just a hair bit faster, about 10 faster. I think it's just a matter of time, Andrew, to get by Dig here. It just kind of has to set him up somewhere. Hope that Dig makes him just enough of a mistake to where he can get side by side with him. Nothing really going on in the back at this point. We're not watching. The leaders are putting on a good show right at this time. We're done 14 minutes already. So Fast has gone so far. That gap is kind of opened up to 0.7 of a second. As it looks like Kyle has decided to make pit stop. I did forget that we have one pit stop in this race. So it looks like Kyle has decided to make his pit stop early here. Hopefully decided to maybe leapfrog him. While he's doing that, we'll get back to the battle. It looks like Andrew's gotten to the outside of him. Onto the left side. And drive actually he's not quite clear yet. I think he's a little bit clear. And he does get by Andrew to the lead. Oh, that goes wide. Here comes Dig. Crossover. And he gets him back. What a move. Andrew gets a little bit wide there. That turn, and Dig gets back to the lead. Dig gets a little too wide into the grass as well. Here comes Andrew back right to the bumper. If he makes decides if he wants to dive in there in the turn, and Dig kind of let him have that inside because there's a. But actually, man, he clears him. And Andrew finally takes the lead over. Dig 2 second. Dig back to the right side there, but couldn't get it done. And got more pit stops happening. Got Brian coming in for his pit stop. Kyle has already made his pit stop. So they're gonna have a big gap between how many when people pit and stuff. Eric in the 12, he's also on pit road. And then do his pit stop. So looks like we're taking mostly. I think everyone's gonna take fuel. We gotta stay to that left side and go over that little yellow line there. Get penalty. Unsafe pit exit. Careful with that. Right now, it looks like everyone else still staying on the racetrack. Though Andrew has passed Dig. Dig's not letting him go too far. Has opened up just a little bit. That is Eric. And the leaders go by, puts Eric one lap down. So we still got Andrew, Dig, Jonathan, and Tom as well that still have to pit. Everyone else has pitted. There's no really like if you're not gonna put tires on, there's not like a big reason to pit early. Some people try to do this just they can do the undercut. They put in enough fuel. These guys can go long. Now they'll go long. Hopes that, in this case, like Al hopes that these guys, even though they don't take a lot of fuel on, that because they have, I put their tires, worn the tires a little bit more, that one or two things. One, they do take at least front tires, or that they are a little bit slower, that Kyle can catch them, or they pit or close to catching them and cross them over. That sometimes that works. Now, usually it works better if they have to take tires and stuff. Since the tires are not necessarily giving up because of it being nighttime, that might be a little bit harder. But we'll see how it goes. As Andrew is putting that gap between him and Dig, tenths of a second. Right now, no one else has made their pit stops. But I would say we're probably enough 5 minutes away before anyone decides to pit. There'll be about 20 minutes left in this race, so I would say around 20 minutes to go, we'll see people decide to pit. Gap is now definitely opened up to now 1.3 seconds. Andrew pulling away a little bit right now. Go back to Blaine here. Dig to Jonathan, who's in third. And that Skittles paint scheme there. Give it to Cowbush. As 14 seconds behind the leader. Getting down kind of all by himself. See what he's got to deal with here going into turn number 1 and 2. Trying to wrap that turn, trying to get that front nose to turn, because as you can tell, it gets tight. I believe that's a lap. Alex, I believe, or not. I don't think it's Alex. Could be Eric. Right now, too far away to see anyone lead. Right now, in front of him, but and now his time, the last time he ran was 1:29. Everyone's still in the pipe, I think the 28-second bracket. Jonathan's struggling just a little bit on pace. See what when the leaders come by, we'll see that margin pop up. 28.62, 29.03, so Dig is in the 29-second bracket a little bit. See what Jonathan ran this time by. As he ran at 29.84. Yeah, he's definitely off the pace when it comes to leaders anyways. Go to Tom here, running fourth. Or 22 seconds behind Andrew. He is the last of this group. The 4 don't need to pit. Kyle is the first of the guys who pitted. 5th. So out of all the guys, he should be the one that should come up closer to Andrew Dig. So we'll see how that goes. And Brian in 6th. Alex in 7th. They close to going 1 lap down. Got Eric in 8th. Right now, I would say we're about a minute, maybe close to around a minute left until we'll see even the 4, Andrew, Dig, Jonathan, and Tom, probably make their pit stop. Be about 20 minutes left of the race. So before we get into pit stops here, which I think will be pretty soon, just to let you know what's going on for Thursday. Looks like we might be taking at least a couple weeks off until we start the new seasons. We're going to be running the 87s. So once they start up, we will have broadcast coverage for that. Once that season starts for the 87 NASCARs. Of course, we'll keep doing this Monday. TCR cars. As we're under 20 minutes to go here in this race. Andrew still leads, Dig second, Jonathan third, and it looks like Tom has finally decided he's going to be pitting, coming in. We'll see what he does. He's in, and looks like he's just taking fuel, it looks like. Car's not up on jacks. Oh, no, there it goes. It goes up on jacks. Wonder if he decided late. Well, I think it takes fuel first and then tires. So it looks like I don't know if he's taking all 4, or at least fronts, but either way, he is taking tires. Down the way, it looks like he took fronts. Down the way he goes. That drops him back to 7th. Dig is in for his pit stop. That just leaves right now, I believe it leaves Andrew and Jonathan to pit. As actually here comes Jonathan in as well. Jonathan in the background coming in for his pit stop. I believe Dig is just taking fuel, like right now. And he does only fuel only. Comes Jonathan in as well. Looks like he's only taking fuel only as well. And down the way he goes. So Dig and Jonathan want to take fuel only. That leaves Andrews the only driver to pit. Without the pit. Actually, Alex needs to pit as well. But Andrew needs to still pit. Looks like he's going to stay at one more lap at least. Tom is going to put one lap down. But I would say here the next lap or so that Andrew's going to pit. And then when that happens, we'll see how close he gets from between him and Kyle. Kyle's gone back to second. They said that he's the first guy who pitted, so he's going to see how far he can leapfrog forward. Right now it's second. Right now he's 35 seconds back from Andrew. I don't think he'll be able to get. I mean, he'll probably get close, maybe down to a second or two, but it doesn't take him that long per se to fill. And if Andrew just goes to his field, which I have a feeling he probably will, I don't think that he's going to. Gap's going to be that close. Well, we'll see. I would say here this lap or the next. Yeah, gotta be getting pretty close on fuel. I believe they could have gone only like 22 laps, and maybe one more, but we'll see. As yep, here comes Andrew into the pit road for his pit stop. I will just see that gap shrink eventually once. All right, here we go. Watch that gap taker left hand side dropping. Oh, it's funny how it keeps going up for a second. That was when he's entering turn. It's not going down, which is it's weird. It's kind of going up for a second. Weird. It shouldn't be doing that unless he had an issue, because that didn't drop hardly at all. I mean, barely at all. There it goes. Now it's catching up. That took forever. Cause there's Kyle right there, but he got only down to 3 seconds. That gap. So close. I mean, I think he was hoping that it would be a little tighter than that, at least maybe a second. But and since Andrew Jones took fuel only, I don't see that there's going to be both to have the same tires. I don't really kind of tire difference. That maybe, you know, Andrew had a brief moment to cool him down. But besides that, trying to come down under 2 seconds now. I think at this point it's just more or less to see who's got the better pace, Andrew or Kyle. Right now it's 2.8 seconds. We'll see. Have to go wait until next time by to see lap time. Right now lap time's going to be a little skewed just because of the Andrew pitting, but we will see. Next time by, the pace is both Andrew and Kyle. He's around 3 seconds. Looking at any other battles, it's pretty much scattered throughout the field at this point. While we have a chance, go through the field, and Andrew leading Kyle. Second, Dig in third. Got Brian in fourth. Got Jonathan in fifth. Tom in sixth. Eric in seventh. Alex in eighth. And Mitchell out of the race in ninth. Go back to the leader and see. Looks like he may have gotten around Alex. He put him a lap down. We'll see if that skewed his times a little bit. It's up to about 3.1 seconds. See what this lap time is for Andrew and Kyle. 2.9 kind of fluctuates there. Like Andrew's got a better run off that last part of the track. And 2880 to a 2890, so he's a tenth faster that lap. The headlights in cars, because they're like sports cars. Well, they're not. They're designed like sport cars. Analogy. I gap under 3 seconds. See what this lap time is, though. It looks like Oh man, Kyle got a good run off that hairpin. So let's see what this lap time is from this time by, as we're getting close to 10 minutes to go in this race. Looks like Angel's better in this section right here. We'll see what the gap is once it gets back on the throttle. Yeah, it looks like a little bit better through there. 2888. 95, yeah. So my calculation is 700s faster. But you know, hundreds, thousands, it adds up eventually. So yeah, that gap's opened up down to 3.4 roughly. As we are under 10 minutes to go here in this race at Homestead. All right, so gap's 3.5 seconds. Andrew's really now pulling away. So really, if you want to, if anything, want to look at the battle between Kyle and Dig. That's about under a second. Dig right there in the back. They can get back around Kyle for that second spot. As Dig kind of goes a little wide off the hairpin. That turn can catch you out pretty easily. You think you got enough wheel into it, and sometimes you'll turn and you'll think you got too much, so you open up the wheel and go into the grass. So that turns a tricky turn for sure, especially since you have more of a leaping entry and a sharp exit. Very weird turn. Lap times are basically, actually no, Kyle was faster that lap. Kind of goes back and forth. Kyle is faster one lap, faster than others. Overall, the edge goes to Andrew. It goes into the turn off the track in grass, and every time you think that Kyle may be done, gets that gap down to 2 seconds. But I think Andrew's just kind of being conservative right now, not really pushing the car too much, not overdriving it, not trying to put a wheel off, even if Kyle slowly catches him. As long as he still maintains a decent pace, it'll be hard for him to catch him. As we're getting to close to 5 minutes to go in this race. Lap time is right now 29, 29 flat. 28.74, 28.60. Dig was faster that last time. For Ryan. But he's 16 seconds behind the leaders and 12 seconds behind Dig, so he would need a massive mistake for catch up. Gap is shrinking a little bit, 2.7 seconds. As time's ticking down, we got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left in this race. So with the pace we were running, about minute 28 seconds. Pretty close to about four or 5 laps still to go. But since I know, again, the flagman, I don't care about that flagman. I know when it's supposed to end, so the flagman is supposed to be doing his job. Maybe I should make a formal complaint to iRacing and say, hey, why is the flagman not waving the flag there? Maybe it does, and I found it. Sometimes it only seems to show up when it's or it, and I could be wrong. This could be me. That when the white flag, when the time actually expires, that's when he throws the white flag. That's how this system is designed. But even when the checker sometimes is falling, I have him doing good flag. So, not really sure. Either way, back to the racing here. Kyle has now lost time and get back up to 3.1 seconds behind Andrew, and the gap between Kyle and Dig is opened up as well. So seems like we're kind of all spread out right now. Not gonna make a bunch of time up unless unless Andrew makes a mistake, Kyle, Dig, someone mistake. Then we'll do some action here, but you guys are pretty good and don't make too many mistakes. Guess we'll quickly, as we get to 3 minutes left in this race, go through the field one more time. Andrew leads, Kyle second, Dig in third, Brian fourth, Jonathan in fifth, got Tom in sixth, Eric in seventh, and Alex in eighth. Time last time they ran was I think a minute 28 second lap time, 28 or minute 29. So depends on what lap he last lap kind of determines on what his pace is. Oh, previously. So right now we've got 2 minutes left. I'm gonna say this shouldn't be the last lap, but we'll see. Once we get to, I would say if we get to I don't think this is going to be the last lap. A minute 28, so not quite. I think we got one more lap. One more lap for them to do. Close. If not, I'll definitely know if once we get right now, actually, hang on a second. That's a minute to go. That's a minute to go. Yes, this is the final lap. Because he just entered turn 4, so it'll be another We'll definitely figure. I'll definitely know once we get to the back straight. We have last lap. I believe this is the last lap. If not, it will be dang close. Got 30 seconds before final time runs out. We get to 50 seconds before he gets to. Yeah, so this is the final lap. This will be the final lap. Right here is the final lap. As we come off turn number 4. I think, man, it's close. Like, it is like dead to. So close. Yep, we're going to be checker flag. It shows checker flag here. Andrew will win at Homestead. That was close. Like, that was like 8 those. So Andrew wins, Kyle second, Dig third, Brian in fourth. He's going off the final turn as well. Man, that it shows the white. Isn't he waving the white flag? It's a check. What? But anyway, Jonathan will finish 5th. Coming through the final few turns. I'm gonna rely on my graphics here that this is true accurate. There. Okay, now that shows like it looks like a bigger flag. And so Jonathan 5th, Tom in 6th as he's finishing up here. Going into the final few turns as well. Good run for him in 6th. Good run for Eric. New to the league and ran 7th. Good job for him. Go right off the track already. Alex has right finished 8th. So Andrew gets it done. Had a bad start, but was able to get by the rest of the guys. Oh, up here goes Dig. But had a not a good start, but able to get past Kyle. Dig again. Get the lead back. Turn on the pole. Actually, quickly, I can do this. Find the results. There we go. Andrew wins. Kyle 2nd. Dig 3rd. Brian 4th. Jonathan 5th. Tom 6th. Eric in 7th. Alex 9th. Guys, if you did enjoy this, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to this channel, want to see more of this broadcast style of racing, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.